And she's not going to leave it until she's guaranteed a spot in season 3.
You were so great in Raiders of the Lost Ark. I loved you. And I'm so sorry about Chevy. Is there more? She's just taking a dump right now in her pants. Just pooping in her pants. Bye, 80s boobs.
With Pierce, and what's going on with that whole dynamic?
That was just a special technique as a favor I did at NBC because Chevy's contract needed to be negotiated. So they no, that's it. I wanted to empower them. It was people had said that Pierce's character got maybe so dark that they wondered why anyone would hang out with him.
Jeff Winger, and he's maybe not the strong sort of leader of the group that we thought he might be. What do you make of that? Is he still the leader of the group, or?
Well, I think Jeff had some crises, and this year and after he stopped having secret sex with Britta, I think that he became pretty desperate sexually, and he turned to Shirley. Oh, I see. Please be aware of many members in your audience that may be under 18. Oh, I am so fucking sorry. Yeah, I think you're seeing more of Jeff, that he is he's not just a cocky guy who's awesome at everything, which he is. Yeah, I think hopefully you'll see more of that, more of his undoing, and eventually he'll barricade himself in a tower with a rifle.
We learned toward the end of the season that Pierce and Britta had still been kind of secretly banging on the side.
Pierce and Britta!
Jeff and Britta.
Season 3?
That's season 3, correct?
Pierce, not Pierce. Pierce's name about... Okay.
Sorry again for the R18.
This kid's here.
But so we found out late in the season that Jeff and Britta had sort of still been doing things on the side, so...
Yes, we did, yeah.
So
and in the flashback episode, you saw a couple of those.
Yeah, so is there anything still going on with your character?
Just like some hand stuff.
Which isn't the best.
We'll find out.
Now, Alison Brie's not here today. Apparently she's chloroforming people on the floor, so later. But obviously there was a little connection between Abed and Annie at the end of the season.
Little.
Danny, what's going on there?
Lee Parker.
There was some, it was a connection. That was a tough day at work. And it was Abed being Han Solo, though. So I think Abed, he embraced the Han Solo heroic moment, and orange paint, which might be toxic. We don't know. We don't really know. We were told
that they weren't sure.
They weren't sure.
They were like, oh, this is the stuff that kids. It was like, what kind of paint is this? Like, this is the stuff that kids paint with. And we were like, oh, so it's not toxic? Like, you didn't say that.
We didn't say that. So that was in our mouths.
I swallowed some of that.
Yeah, no big deal. We all had that on our bodies for like 48 hours straight. I don't know. I mean, I embraced that. Abed embraced that Han Solo heroic moment, and Annie, I think, just liked to get swept off her feet. We'll see where it goes, but I think you see it.
He just said unfortunate.
Statement. Oh yeah, unfortunate. Well, fortunately for Shirley and her baby, and for Ben Bennett, and and being a father in real life, I'm so glad Ben Chang is not the father of any baby. The last thing he should do would be the father of any fucking baby. It is so fun playing that character going to these demonic depths of patheticness. Playing pathetic is so funny to me, and it gives me no end of joy.
Chang was sort of the Gollum of the group this past year, sort of lurking on the side. But I hear from what Dan has said, he may once again get a little more of an authority role next year.
Right, I think the season will, and I don't want to give it away, it'll combine like the best elements.
Her favorite episode was that clip episode, kind of just making fun of typical TV genres. Is there any other episodes like that coming up, like a very special episode or anything like that?
I don't know, man. We kind of, that's a good question, and I'm a bad answerer. Every episode's always going to be...
Dan, as you can see, almost every episode we deal with Alzheimer's, so...
It gets really dark, really dark.
Chevy's character is going to go through a major cosmetic surgery that's going to turn him into a different gender. I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not going to tell you what gender. But it's going to be very special, and it's going to have shades of a Showtimey kind of feel to it. We're going to do a cool episode. In the first 6, I'll tell you, there's an episode where you get to see multiple timelines. Where it's sort of like, and then, hey, in the tradition of Mad About,
You don't even know what that means. Multiple timelines.
Chevy wrote it. It's amazing. It's like Fringe meets Lost meets Fletch.
To answer. First one, all right, so if the characters went to Comic-Con, what would they dress up as and why? Let's go down the row, starting with Donald.
I think it would probably be something that would have to do. I would dress up as Spider-Man. George probably do whatever Abed was like. We'd probably be like Mario and Luigi or something, like something where they would.
Ren and Stimpy.
Ren and Stimpy. Oh, Ren and Stimpy would be dope.
I would like to be the Flash.
Does Daria count? Would that
Yoda all day long.
I'd be copying someone, because I saw it today, a really crappy looking Ghostbuster. The guy hardly even tried.
Hey, I'll just put a vacuum on my back.
You didn't know that. You just had a regular backpack and a vacuum.
He looked so sad, didn't he? With my kids.
Man, I think the Dean would just bring a variety of costumes. Most of them just thinking it might be a furry convention.
I see him as a Sailor Moon type. I think you'd be like one of those. I think he's into anime a little bit.
If Pierce went to Comic-Con, what would you dress up as?
I think the best would be to dress up as Imam.
Iman? The Iman?
I don't know. Wait.
Iman?
If Pierce were to come to Comic-Con, I get it now. Sometimes I just don't get it. I think, the best thing for Pierce to do would be to show up at Comic-Con with a woman in his pants.
Classic
Because I'm Pierce.
Woman in your pants.
Pierce is so fucking dumb. He ain't got no answer.
Okay.
Since it's making a comeback now, Beavis or Butthead, I think.
By the way, Danny, that guy wants to marry you, and I think we ought to get it over with.
Community returns to NBC this fall, season 3. You better be there.